Hey everyone, welcome back to English to Go, where learning English feels less like a class and more like a conversation with friends. I'm Julia.
And I'm Ryan. Super happy you're here today. Seriously.
So, Ryan, are you going to tell them what happened to you last Saturday, or should I?
Oh no, do we have to start with that?
We absolutely have to start with that, because it is perfect for today's lesson.
Okay, fine. So last Saturday, I walked past this beautiful little bakery near my apartment. And the smell, Julia, the smell coming out of that place, I almost cried.
You almost cried?
Almost. It was emotional. So I walked in, right, and I was feeling confident. I walk up to the counter and I point at this long, thin bread, the classic French one, and I said to the lady behind the counter, I pause for effect, I said, "Can I have one of those long bread sticks, please?"
Bread sticks.
And she looked at me like I had just asked for a piece of the moon. And then the guy behind me in the line, a very well-dressed man, he goes very quietly, "It's called a baguette, mate."
Oh, Ryan.
And then I went to pick up a croissant with the little toms they have, and I squeezed too hard, and the croissant just launched off the tray, onto the floor, in front of everyone.
Stop, please.
The whole bakery went silent, Julia. A child looked at me with pity.
Okay, Ryan, first of all, we have all been there. Walking into a new situation without the right words is genuinely uncomfortable, and that is exactly why today's episode exists. By the end of this conversation, you will know every single word and phrase you need to walk into any bakery, or honestly, any food shop, and sound completely natural.
Learn from my pain, everyone. Learn from my pain.
All right, so let's break this down properly. Let's start with the bread itself, because as Ryan discovered, knowing the names of things makes an enormous difference.
It really does. I would have paid good money to know the word baguette 30 seconds earlier.
So, baguette, Baguette. It's a French word, and we use it in English too. It's that long, thin, golden bread, very crispy on the outside.
Baguette.
Almost perfect. The emphasis is on the second syllable, baguette. The UE at the end is silent. We don't say baguette, just baguette.
Baguette. Okay, I've got it now. About 3 days too late, but I've got it.
Now, another essential word, loaf, Loaf. A loaf of bread is a whole, unsliced piece of bread. When you go to a supermarket and you buy that big rectangular bread in a bag, that is a loaf.
Oh, so when a recipe says a loaf of bread, they don't mean just one slice?
Exactly right. One slice of bread, one loaf of bread, that's the whole thing. And the plural is loaves, 2 loaves of bread.
Loaf, loaves. Got it.
Now, croissant. You know this word already, Ryan, unfortunately.
Intimately, very intimately.
Croissant. Croissant. Again, French origin, used in English. It's shaped like a crescent, like a half moon. And here's the key thing about how native English speakers say this word. In British English, you'll often hear croissant. In American English, more like croissant. Neither is wrong, just know both exist.
Wait, seriously? Croissant? That sounds like something completely different.
Language is wild. Now, croissants are soft and airy on the inside, and they have a lot of butter, so they are very rich. The texture word you want here is flaky, Flaky. Something flaky breaks apart into thin, light layers.
The croissant was flaky and buttery.
Perfect sentence. Now the next word, and this is a beautiful one, pastry, Pastry. A pastry is a baked item made from a rich dough with butter. It's a category, so a croissant is technically a type of pastry. Those golden, crispy, sweet things you see in bakery windows, pastries.
So pastry is like the family name?
Yes, I love that. Pastry is the family, croissant is one of the family members. Exactly.
Okay. What about the tools? Because my problem wasn't just the words, it was the equipment.
The tongs.
The tongs.
Tongs, Tongs. Always plural. We don't say a tong, we say the tongs. They're the tool with two arms that you press together to grip something, like large metal chopsticks, as Ryan's brain apparently told him in the moment.
That was genuinely my first thought. Big chopsticks.
And the flat thing you carry your items on in a self-service bakery or cafeteria is called a tray. Tray. You take a tray, you use tongs to put your bread on the tray, and then you bring everything to the counter to pay.
So the full process is grab a tray, use the tongs, put the bread on the tray, go to the counter. That's actually very simple. I just didn't have the words for it.
And that is the thing about language. The situation itself was simple. The gap was just vocabulary. Now, one more phrase that is essential for any food purchase. When the person at the counter asks, "Is that for here or to go?" what do they mean?
Oh, I know this one. For here means you're eating inside the shop. To go means you're taking it with you.
Excellent. And to go is very standard in American English. In British English, you'll often hear takeaway instead. So if you're in London, someone might ask, "Is that eat-in or takeaway?"
To go, take away. Same idea, different countries.
Exactly. Now, one phrase I want to highlight because it comes up constantly in real life is "I'll take." When you're ordering, instead of saying "I want," which is grammatically fine but sounds a little blunt, native speakers often say,
Like what? Give me an example.
"I'll take one of those croissants, please," or "I'll take a baguette and one of the chocolate pastries." It sounds natural, polite, and confident.
So, I'll take a baguette, please. Yeah, that feels better. That feels like a normal human said it.
Which you are, Ryan, mostly.
Mostly. Fair enough.
Hey, quick pause. If you are enjoying this episode and learning something real today, please hit that like button right now and subscribe to English to Go. It genuinely helps us reach more learners just like you, and it means the world to us.
And here's a little test to see who's been paying close attention today. Type the word tongs in the comments right now. If you're watching this and you type tongs down there, we will know you are one of our true, dedicated English to Go learners. We see you and we love you.
Right. Tongs in the comments. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay, so I feel like I'm starting to actually know these words now. Baguette, loaf, croissant, pastry, tongs, tray, to go.
You're doing great. Now let's go a little deeper because there are a few more phrases that will really elevate the way you sound. The first one is about describing texture and taste because in a bakery, you're going to describe things, right? You might say to a friend, "Oh, try this. It's amazing."
Right, because if I'm spending money on fancy bread, I want to talk about it.
Exactly. So the key texture words for baked goods are crispy, that hard, snapping quality on the outside of a baguette or croissant, fluffy, soft, light, and airy inside, dense, heavier, thicker bread like sourdough or rye, and moist, moist, which means it has a good level of softness and isn't dry at all.
So I could say the croissant was crispy on the outside and fluffy on the inside.
That is a beautiful description. Honestly, you could write that in a food review.
I'm practically a food critic at this point.
A food critic who launches croissants across rooms, but yes.
We agreed we were moving past that.
We did not agree to that. Okay, one more set of phrases. These are for when you're not sure what something is and you want to ask politely. In a bakery or any shop, these are gold.
Hit me.
Could you tell me what this is? Very polite, very natural. Or even simpler, what's this one called if you're pointing at something? And if you want to know what's inside something, what does this have in it? Or what's the filling?
Oh, filling. That's the stuff inside, right? Like the chocolate or the cream?
Exactly. The filling is what's inside a pastry or bread. And when you hear something described as filled with, like filled with cream or filled with jam, that means the inside has been stuffed with that ingredient.
So I could have walked in last Saturday and said, "Excuse me, what's the filling in this one?"
Perfectly natural. The person at the counter would have been very happy to help you.
Instead, I just stood there pointing and saying, "That one, the puffy one."
You were communicating, just not efficiently.
Not efficiently. That's the nicest way anyone has ever described that disaster.
Okay, now, this is my favorite part of every episode. We're going to take Ryan's embarrassing story from the beginning and we're going to replay it. The same situation, the same bakery, the same moment. But this time, Ryan is going to use every single phrase we just learned. Everyone listening, pay close attention and see how many words you can spot.
All right, let's redeem myself. New Ryan, confident Ryan, vocabulary Ryan.
Ryan walks into the bakery. The smell is incredible. He picks up a tray. He approaches the display case.
Wow, okay, look at all of this. Excuse me, could you tell me what this long one is called?
Of course, that's a baguette. It's a classic French bread, very crispy on the outside.
A baguette's perfect. I'll take one of those, please. And what about this one here, the curved one?
That's a croissant, very flaky and buttery. It's a type of pastry.
I'll take a croissant as well. And this round one with the golden top, what's the filling?
That one's filled with cream. It's one of our most popular items.
Wonderful, I'll take one of those too. All right, open, close, perfect. Onto the tray, perfect.
Nice tongue work.
Thank you, I've been practicing emotionally. Hi there, that's everything for me today, thanks. And that'll be to go, please.
To go, absolutely. You've got 1 baguette, 1 croissant, and 1 cream pastry. Enjoy.
Yes, did you hear that? No croissant on the floor. No calling a baguette a breadstick. Complete success.
That was genuinely excellent. Do you hear the difference, everyone? Same situation, same bakery. The only thing that changed was the vocabulary, and suddenly everything was smooth, confident, and enjoyable. That is the power of knowing the right words.
And honestly, it felt good. Like, actually good. Not embarrassing at all.
That's the goal, every single time. All right, everyone, before we go, it's time for the word tour. This is our quick review of the key vocabulary from today. Ready, Ryan?
Let's go.
Baguette,
Long, thin, crispy French bread.
loaf,
A whole, unsliced piece of bread. Plural, loaves.
pastry,
A baked item made from buttery dough, and croissants are a type of pastry.
tongs,
Always plural. The tool you use to pick up bread, not chapsticks. Do not confuse them, trust me.
and to go,
You're taking your food with you, not eating inside. In British English, takeaway.
word tour done. 5 phrases you will absolutely use in real life.
And if you want to describe how your bread tastes, remember, crispy, fluffy, dense, moist. Those 4 words will carry you a very long way.
Now, we have a question for you, and this one is personal. Have you ever walked into a shop or a restaurant and not known the word for something? What happened? Did you point? Did you use Google Translate? Did you describe it in a funny way?
Write your answer in the comments below. Your story might be even better than mine, and I genuinely believe that's possible. We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's Masterclass. We know your time is valuable, truly, and the fact that you chose to spend it here, learning with us, means everything to us.
Keep going, keep practicing, and remember, English to go.
Take it with you. Bye-bye, everyone.